also, by the way, represents the moon in Libra. So, just like this card, I think you should take time to meditate. Just like I said here, it'll really help to clear the mind. But we're going to get further into this. But now we also have the Wheel of Fortune. This is an extremely fortunate card, so I feel like whatever you do decide on, whichever choice or path you decide to go with, I feel like it's going to be the right one for you. And I feel like it's going to be a very positive change for you. Now here we have the Ten of Swords. It is in the reverse position, so you guys are completing an extremely painful karmic situation that's trying to come to a close. And considering it's right here by the devil, this just really makes me think that this might be within a relationship, especially with the Five of Cups in reverse position. Let's continue. Now we have the Queen of Coins. Normally this would be the Queen of Pentacles, but in this deck it is the Queen of Coins. And the Queen of Coins is about financial stability. She's an earthly woman. She loves the outdoors. She loves animals. She loves children. And she loves seeing people flourish. She loves to see people grow in a positive way. Now we have Four of Cups. This definitely shows that some of you may be feeling pretty discontent in your situations right now. Or maybe you're just simply bored. But there is definite discontentment. But that discontentment does not have to be there. But it appears that some of you are just keeping yourself kind of locked into that frame of thought. But we're going to dive deeper. And here we have the Ace of Swords. So, and right underneath the Wheel of Fortune. So that's definitely a good sign for this new beginning. Ace of Swords, all aces are signifying a new beginning. Maybe you're about to start going a different way that you would not normally go. Maybe an opportunity is presented to you that will completely change your life. Or maybe you just decide to take charge and seeing the power that you have within yourself. And you don't have to be discontent. And you don't have to be tied to any situations that you don't want to be. Now the Five of Cups here is reversed. So thankfully it's reversed. So it does show that you're coming around. It shows you were extremely disappointed in love. But this shows that you're getting back out there. You're attempting to move forward. But let's see what else we can see here. Okay. Seems like the middle always wants to be the one on top of this deck. We have the Queen of Earth, Knight of Earth, King of Air. Right on top of the swords, and air is the sword suit as well. Okay. Five of Earth. Release. Seven of Earth. Wow, we are getting lots of money cards here. The Ego. The Ego card is the Devil card. It's just a different name in this deck. So he's definitely got a role in this. And then we have the Ace of Earth for the Ace of Swords. And then we have the Awakening. Okay, Libra, we have several cards that are definitely repeating here. And it seems that there are a lot of money cards. So some of you might be dealing with some financial issues that are pretty sticky, but I mean, no matter how bad of a situation you feel like you're in right now, let me tell you, the ending here is going to be beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So, let's go ahead and continue here. Okay, since how we have so many Earth Pentacle cards, we have the Queen of Earth. So we have the Queen of Coins down here. But now it's on top of the Devil, clarifying the Devil. Now the Devil is the Capricorn card. So some of you might be dealing with a Capricorn, a Virgo, or a Taurus person. Or it could just simply represent the energy. But this may be fitting for some of you. Some of you might be dealing with someone who's a Capricorn, a Virgo, or an Aries. Or not Aries, excuse me, Taurus. Or maybe you have it could be a woman or a male in your life that is a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Maybe they're trying to help you see that you need to be out of this situation. You don't have to stay tied. You don't have to stay in this cage You don't have to stay chained to a situation that feels toxic. And maybe you have a friend here who's trying to help you. Sometimes we don't want to let go of someone or a certain situation, but sometimes it's just what needs to happen so that we can continue to grow. Now, to clarify the High Priestess, we end up getting the Knight of Earth. Loyal, dedicated, honorable, kind. Time to buckle down and get things done. Honor your commitments. And it's also your guardian angel. But with this Knight can come possibly a new job, possibly a new investment opportunity that will be extremely beneficial. Knights always signify new changes coming, and they come pretty quick. Now, the Knight of Earth, he's one of the more slower moving knights, but he promises an excellent change, especially in regards to finances. So, for some of you that may be experiencing financial issues, this is going to turn around in your favor. Because I feel like some of you may have lost a job recently, or maybe some of you guys have lost, a source of income. Maybe some of you have broke ties with a lover or a marriage partner, and you're trying to get yourself back together, and financially it's been hard. Whatever the situation may be, things are going to turn for the better. And also, if you've applied for a loan, like for a house or a vehicle or any loan in general, it's going to be approved. It will be approved. And you already know it. You have that feeling, and it's going to be approved. So I would not worry. Now, here we had our decision, trying to make a decision at a crossroads, feeling a stalemate, like we don't know which way to go. But we have to choose of two different paths. So, but now we have your card, Libra. This is the King of Air. And it doesn't matter that it's a king. It can represent male or female. But considering that it's on the needing to make a decision, you're going to use your Libran intellect to weigh things so that you can come to a fair and honest conclusion. So ultimately, it's probably better that you're taking your time and thinking things through, because that's exactly what the King of Air does. That's classic Libra. You guys want to take your time. You don't want to rush to judgment because you want it to be a fair and honest judgment. Go ahead and read this. Speak your mind with confidence. Seek out professional advice and balance mental and emotional considerations. So yes, sometimes this can be a card of seeking legal counsel if needed, but being, especially if you're Libra dominant, I'm going to say you're probably not in a lawsuit, but if you're Libra rising or just sun or just moon, it's always a possibility. But if you do happen to have to hire a lawyer, do not worry, because things will be okay. I'm not saying they're going to be easy, but you're going to make it through. And you're going to make it through and come out so much better on the other side. Now, here we have our Wheel of Fortune, and it's clarified by the Five of Earth. Fear surrounding money, the wisdom to accept help from others, and uncertain self-employment. Now, the Five of Earth, Five of Pentacles, can be a poverty card. Poverty can be financial, and it can also be of a spiritual nature as well. But I'm feeling that this is of a financial nature. Maybe some of you have lost a job. But I can tell you that maybe if you have lost a job, I think that the job was no longer good for you, and you weren't going to be able to grow how you should. Everything, when one door closes, another opens, always. Or maybe you're just simply feeling like you've literally been thrown out and left in the cold all on your own. I mean, it's always a possibility. So some of you may feel like you're all on your own. Let's go a little deeper here. Now, we had our Ten of Swords in the reverse position, showing that you've been completing a karmic cycle that has been very, very painful. And here we have what is called release, but it is actually the Death card in the Rider-Waite Tarot. The end of a phase or situation, spiritual transformation, and time to move on. Now, time to move on, that's absolutely what this is trying to say, is it's time to just move on. It's been painful, but it's time to move on. Excuse me, I hear my dog. I apologize for that. I heard my dog coming and I knew she was going to start barking. And sometimes once she starts, she just doesn't want to stop. Okay. Yes, I was saying time to move on from this situation. But something I'd like to add here, and this is not going to fit everyone, but there is a possibility that some of you may have lost a loved one. And this was a little while ago, so you've had time to grieve, but it's still there. It's still lingering a little bit, as that's completely natural. Especially if it's someone extremely close. It's something we never truly get over. We just learn to deal with it better. But this is a possibility for a few of you. And if that doesn't fit your situation, again, this is completing a painful karmic cycle associated with major losses and major, major emotional pain and mental pain as well. And this archangel wants you to look past it and to move forward. And if some of you Libras have lost someone out there, my condolences. I know how hard it is. Now, here we have some positives here. We have the Seven of Earth, which is Seven of Pentacles, over the Queen of Coins, which is the Queen of Pentacles. Now, this is absolutely wonderful for money. Seven of Earth. Seeds well planted, a temporary pause in action, and unnecessary worry. But the seeds you have sown, the harvest is in. And it's great. You know, the whole saying, you reap what you sow. Well, you want to sow good seeds so that you have good crops come in. And to me, it looks like you guys have some good money coming your way. Positive changes. This is good. Very good. Now, this is the Devil card as well. In this deck, it is called the Ego card. A false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things, negative or fear-based thoughts. And that really kind of connects here with the Four of Cups, because see how he's looking up? It's like he wants to reach up, but he is just too leery to do it. It's as if he doesn't trust anything. He's kind of holding himself back because he just feels completely discontented in his situation or generally in the world right now. But not all hope is lost. But if some of you are attached to someone who is negative, you really need to let it go. Maybe you're feeling discontent with someone you're with, in a situation you're in. And this is yet just another call to, you have to get out of it. You have to walk away. And I know that that's very hard, but it's necessary. And you may feel like you're trapped as well, but you're not trapped. What you think chains you is really an invisible force that doesn't really exist. You keep yourself in a situation out of fear. And you don't want to let fear control you. This is why. Because when you can look past all of that fear whoever this situation or this person might be that's toxic to you. Or maybe there's, an addiction of some sort. Now, addictions can be to just about anything. It could be to social media. It could be drugs. It could be shopping. It could be gambling. It could be to certain people. It could be to love. I mean, it could be so many different forms. I mean, addiction, it pretty much extends to almost everything. Everyone has different addictions, but we want to let those go. Now, this is beautiful. You have the Ace of Earth with the Ace of Swords. The inflow of abundance, a promising business venture, and important documents or contacts. And if you pay attention, see how the angel, she's looking over to the Ace of Swords. I mean, this is just absolutely beautiful. You guys could also be receiving gifts. Now, of course, with it being Libra season, your birthdays, gifts are definitely possible. But these gifts are not always necessarily of a material item or money. Sometimes it's something far greater. But combined with the Ace of Swords, you have a new beginning, a new direction popping up in your life. You guys are going to take a chance. And I highly encourage that you step outside of your comfort zone. You want to step outside of your comfort zone because this is going to be beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And especially if some of you actually have lost your job recently. The Five of Cups in reverse here. And then the Five of Earth as well. Trust me. At least you have the Wheel of Fortune at the base here. And this shows that you're going to get that new job. Don't worry about what's been lost. Look forward because you have many opportunities that's coming your way. And everything's going to work out for the best. I know it may be hard to let go of the situations, but I'm telling you, it's going to work out for the best. What a birthday present. I'm jealous. And also what we have at the bottom of the deck here, Awakening. In the Standard Rider-Waite deck, this would be the Hanged Man. Look at things from a different perspective. A temporary standstill. It is important to be yourself. That's very true. And this could very much tie in with the Devil card. And this could very much tie into the job. And it also very much ties into the Two of Swords as well. Contemplating to make that decision. Well, the Hanged Man is about contemplation. He puts himself up on that cross. He's there by his own free will. Because he's thinking things through. He's meditating. Maybe you're going to make some sacrifices that maybe you normally wouldn't have made in the past. But there's going to be some major gifts that come your way if you do make said sacrifices. So while we do have some issues on the financial work front, they are definitely going to get better. I just don't want you guys slipping too far down into depression. Because I'm telling you, things are gonna be great. You just gotta make an effort to get out there. Don't let yourself get stuck and just refusing to come out of it. You don't want to do that. Absolutely not. So it may be hard, but I really want you guys to try because it's going to be worth it. I mean, this is beautiful. Okay. Let's see what the love oracle has in store for you, Libra. Codependency. Soulmate. And honeymoon. Wow. Now see, here again. This is making a lot of sense. Codependency addictions are affecting your romantic life. And we have the Devil card here twice. And the Devil card is a card of codependency. So even our love oracle cards here are showing us that we gotta beat that demon, chase him out. It's time to exorcise that demon, okay? Why stay tied down in an awful situation when you can have so much better? Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. And honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So that definitely seems like, for some of you, if you can get rid of this toxic person that you should no longer be tied to, it will then clear your energy so that this new person who's potentially your soulmate can come through. And then, honeymoon. And since it speaks of holidays, I'd like to think that before Christmas, I think you'll meet them way before that, but maybe things will start heading the right direction right around Christmas time. Let's clarify. Wow. Queen of Pentacles again. Amazing. Four of Cups. This time, it is in the reverse position. And then we have the Moon in the reverse position. Okay, well, I'm kind of stuck here as far as we got the Devil cards popping out here. Queen of Pentacles has come out 2 other times. This is the 3rd time now. So I'm thinking maybe this codependency issue could be with someone that is either Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. And this, this may not be their sun sign either. This could be someone who has Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn on their rising sign. Or maybe their moon sign. Or it could be literally on their sun sign. But as many times as she's come out, I'm going to say a lot of you are dealing with someone who is a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And this is the person that you need to let go of. And for soulmate, we have the Four of Cups in reverse. So we're finally not being so leery of everyone and so discontent. We're finally saying, I'm over sitting here, tired of feeling this way. So you're jumping back in. And it's a good thing here. Then we have the honeymoon. And here we have the moon in the reverse position. Now, the moon card can be a bit concerning. But since it's in the reverse position, if there is any deception or lies, they will come out. So, if this happens to be you, Libra, just know that it will come out. So it's just best to not lie at all. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean it is you that's lying. It could be the other person. And maybe they're not, maybe they're, I don't want to say fairly innocent lies, because lies just, to me, are not innocent. But everyone is different, and I trust that you guys will weigh things and come to a good conclusion. You guys are smart like that. But the upside here is any lies that may be out there, they will come out. If there are any hidden motivations, they will be exposed. But also, there is a sense of things are calming down now. Maybe the lies and deception come from over here from the Earth. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Maybe that Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn may want to start some issues for you, but you have absolutely nothing to worry about. I would not be concerned in the least bit. So all in all, well, it looks like it's a rough month. It is a month that is also absolutely full of blessings. And lots of financial blessings as well. So, again, if some of you have lost your job, I would not worry about it. When one door closes, another opens. And I think it was for the best because you can do so much better. And typically when those type of situations happen, you'll be led to a much better job that you'll be much happier with. So yes, things may be a little difficult, but all in all, this is bringing you guys to a very positive end. And like I said, I definitely look towards, November, maybe the beginning of December. You guys will definitely be finding someone much more suited for you. Now, if any of this, or if maybe most of this doesn't resonate with you, I'd like to recommend that you watch the other videos for your sun, moon, and rising combinations. Sometimes we feel like we resonate more with our moon, sometimes we resonate more with our sun, sometimes it's the rising, and sometimes we can get a little benefit out of watching all three. So again, I would like to say happy birthday to all of the Libras. Enjoy your birthday. And I would also like to send you blessings of prosperity, peace, harmony, and love. And until next month, I will see you later. Bye-bye.